Hey everybody, welcome back to Darvanalee Designs Studio. For those that don't know, my name's Nicole and today we're here to do a little bit of diamond painting. We're going to be working on Central Perk. It is from the TV show Friends, one of my favourite shows. So we're going to put some drills down. We've just got a little bit of a section here to do. So it shouldn't take us too long at all, so I won't keep you too long. All right, let me just get my colours, what I need and all that sort of stuff out. Where's my black? I do need to put a little bit more in here, so let me just put that on the tray because I always inevitably end up spilling these. So let me just get them out, and it doesn't matter how I cut it, it just doesn't want to play the game. So let's see if we can. Oh, look at that, didn't spill any today, which is always nice. All right, get rid of that rubbish and put some in here. So we're going to do a little bit of a whip and chat and talk about what's been going on and all the things that are happening in my world. And yeah, so do leave me a comment down below and let me know what you're working on today. I'm using the Add More Zest diamond painting putty. It's called Zesty Lemons and it smells like zesty lemons. And in my multiplacer, I've been having trouble with the putty in my multiplacer, so I'm just using some of the Diamond Art Club pink wax that I've had left over. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and the color I'm using today right now is 310 black. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with the old 310, and I am going to be multiplacing today because it makes it nice and quick and easy. And yeah, I'm actually really enjoying doing some of these smaller charts as opposed to all of the big ones that I've done at the end of last year. I have been asked a couple of times this week, actually. I don't know why, but everybody must have been thinking about my arm this week. And asked how my RSI injury is going. It's still there, but I just take it easy. So you would notice that on my videos I'm not doing as much. I'm just doing little small sections. And I'm not constantly working on things where I'm aggravating it. So if I do something, I just take it nice and slow, and then I, you know, I rest my arm. I'll stretch it out while I'm doing particular, like right now, I can stretch it out to the side and roll my arm and everything while I'm holding the pen, and it exercises that muscle and stuff like that. It is actually a whole lot better. I can actually now lift a coffee cup up without being in pain, which is absolutely fabulous. So thank you to those that have reached out and asked how I'm going. It is all going well, thank you. I appreciate that. So it's always nice to know that somebody's thinking about you, right? And hopefully for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. And yeah, so that's sort of where I'm at with that, which is really good. I'm really happy because I was a little bit worried there that I wasn't going to be able to do, because it was also hurting when I was doing some sewing and stuff as well. So I was a little bit concerned there for one moment, but I basically try not to lift anything with my arm, and if I do need to lift anything heavy or anything like that, I ask the girls if they're here, or Narrowly if she's here to help me. If not, I'll just wait till she gets home. And then I just do a couple, if I've got to bring stuff in from the car from the supermarket, instead of trying to do it all in one hit, I just do it in 2 goes or 3 goes or whatever, and just, yeah. And I don't put as much in the bags either as well, so, which is good because I pack my own bags. So because I shop at a shop that doesn't pack your bags, so it's good in that aspect. I'm actually really liking this, the way it's come together. The colors, like, I wasn't sure at first because it looked really pixelated, but when I look at it in the camera, it looks really good. So it's going to look good up on the wall. I am going to frame this one because this one's going to go into my kitchen. I got a couple of coffee ones. Let's take that bangle off because that's annoying me. So I figured, well, I've got 2 coffee ones that are very similar, so I'm going to have this in the center and then the 2 coffee ones on either side of it. So, and just have have them up on the wall. I think they'll look absolutely fabulous. We'll see how we go though. I've got enough, I'm not 100% sure if I've got enough wall space, but I think I might actually. The more I think about it, I think I do. But we'll see. This one might go on the door or something instead. Because I would like to have the coffee ones definitely where I make my coffee. So yeah, because I'm in the midst of doing some renovations and stuff in the house and planning on it, because I'm waiting till my daughter moves out, and she moves out sometime in August, September. So I'm just sort of planning at the moment, you know, doing a couple of sketches up and stuff like that of where I want things and all of that sort of stuff. And hopefully these will fit into the plan. They might have to get moved to a different spot or something, maybe. We'll see how we go. But I definitely want the other two little coffee ones, which is super cute, framed up and near my coffee station. So where I make all my tea and coffee and stuff. It'll be, I think it'll look very cute indeed. So yeah. So let me know in the comments what you've been up to, what you've been working on. Have you been doing diamond painting? Have you been doing any other craft? You can always tell me about that as well. Always happy to hear about that. It's got a little bit cold here in the last couple of weeks, so I'm trying to adjust to, you know, being chilly again. It's not my favourite time of year, but it is what it is. Happens every year. Every year I'm like, I'm freezing. But luckily for me, it does heat up during the day. Like, it doesn't heat up, but it gets warmer during the day. It's just the overnight and morning temperatures that get me, because, you know, we get down below zero as the season wears on. It's under plastic. It's hard to tell when you've got a reflecting light on it, because we're like you. I don't think you're actually getting the reflection, but on my side over here, I have a reflection. Sorry, I got really close to the microphone then, so that probably sounded really loud. I do apologise for that. For some reason, the putty just doesn't want to let go of these round drills. That's why I brought the pink drill, the pink wax out, because at least it was letting go of the drills, and I was getting very frustrated with it. So I don't know, maybe they do look a little bit bigger than other drills that I've had. I did get this from fan sales, so you know, it is what it is, right? It was cheap. I liked it. It's small enough for me to do as a little bite size. And my folder's working out really well too, because I've got two projects on the go, but they both fit in my little folder. That's like clear plastic. It's like an A4 display folder, but it's like an A3 size, and these fit into it. So, and it's keeping them nice and flat, and it's keeping them out of the way. So it's good. I can just pick this up and pick that up and pull one out and start working on it. And I'm trying to alternate between the two on the channel, so you get to see the progress on both of them as I'm going. So yeah. But yeah, I'll end up having probably two finished around the same time, maybe, because there's a lot of block colour in that other one. It's not very exciting at all. But I just love the picture. That's the cat one with the crafty saying on it. That's for out here. So yeah. It's going to look absolutely fabulous once it's done. Just got to find a frame for it. That one I'm probably going to have to get. This one I'll be getting a glass frame, and same as the other coffee ones, because these are going in the kitchen. So there's moisture there, so these will get put under glass. Whereas the cat one will go under Perspex, so that won't cost me as much to frame up, because glass is always a bit more expensive. And yeah. So yeah, I'm just having a fun time doing these small ones. And even though I don't like it, I'm finishing them, I'm not going to necessarily frame them all. That's where that display, I've got two display folders. So when I seen them, I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab 2 of those because I will fill them up pretty quickly. And then it'll fit 60 charts in each one of all these small ones. So even if I get them finished and I'm not ready to frame them or whatever, at least I can store them and they're not going to get damaged or anything like that. So we are getting up to that one, yeah. Just making sure that I'm not putting it, it's hard to tell between the glue and the plastic. Yeah, that is where it is. Cool, awesome. That one could probably come off. It's under plastic. It's just a tiny little bit that is got a bit of glue there, enough to just hold it on there. That's why I was like, no, that doesn't look right. Looks a little bit too shiny. At least I spotted it before I put them all down and then picked it up and they all fell off. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. So yeah, as I was saying, I've got 2 of these, so I'll be able to put all my finished pieces in it, even if I'm not ready to put them up on the wall. And they'll be nice and safe, and the drills aren't going to get dusty or anything like that. And then they'll be ready to go once I've got the frames. I can slowly but surely get them up. Now, update. What have we got on an update for the library? We are starting to do that. We've got a bit of an update for that. We've got the scaffolding and everything sorted. So it's just now getting into it. So that's getting a bit closer. I have done nothing with the diamond painting room, mainly because the library sort of moved ahead. So I might think about getting some of that in. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, I might do some on the weekend. We'll see what happens on the weekend. So I wasn't having much luck with it at all there for a while, because every time I went to move something, it was raining. And the stuff that I've got to move out of the house, I can't cover with a tarp to move it out of the house because it's so awkward to do. And it was raining, and if it gets wet, it'll swell, and then I'll have to replace it. And I don't want to do that because the cupboard is still perfectly fine. And I'm going to keep the bookshelf in there because the simple fact is that I can put stuff on the shelf. I may end up taking the bookshelf out, to be honest. I think I'll see if the big charts fit in the cupboard. Should probably do that today. Pull one down and see if the charts from Diamond Art Club, the big ones I've got, fit in the cupboard. If they fit in the cupboard, I might just use the cupboard, because I've got another cupboard in there that's a little bit smaller that will fit all my small stuff and get that out of the way. But I'm thinking I like the idea of having them on the bookshelf because I can see what I've got. I don't have to, like, at a glance, I don't have to get up and I rummage through a cupboard or whatever. I can stack them in a way that they're easily accessible. And I want to get it right because I don't want to have to do it again. And that's why, sometimes sitting here talking to you and just running through it, you're probably screaming at your bloody screen right now. But but just like talking through it sometimes helps me work out a plan of attack, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's what I might do when I'm finished filming this. I'll go and check to make sure that they fit in that cupboard. If they fit in the cupboard, I'll have the cupboard. But then I have to weigh up the option. Do I want them in the cupboard where I possibly can't see them and I'll have to rummage? Or do I want them on the bookshelf, which has open ends on a couple of the shelves, so I can just look at the ends and see what they are? Then, the cupboard's not exactly the most sturdiest cupboard either. Like, it's still a good cupboard, but it's not super sturdy. And it might be suitable to use somewhere else for a particular purpose, whereas the bookshelf will suffice, and the other cupboard that's a built-in cupboard in the room will work fine, because I've also got to accommodate that that's where my internet is as well. So I have to make sure that I've got things sitting in the right spot so that internet can sit there, and because my modem and everything's there. So and I've got to be able to film in there and all that sort of stuff. So I was really gung-ho for a little while there, and then I'm like, ooh, I need to slow down because I need to get this right. So that's what I've sort of done. But also what's held me up is actually getting, because I want to get all the stuff out of the room. So I've got a blank canvas, and I need to take every time I wanted to take, or I had someone here to help me move the cupboards and the bookshelf, it was raining, and or when I could do it, no one was here to help me. So it was like, oh, I cannot win right now. So I still haven't bought the desk, which is fine because they're always available. So I've held off buying the desk. I just want to get this room to a blank canvas and then have a look and see if I've got to do any work in there, like paint-wise. And if I've got to do the paint-wise, I can do the paint before I put everything else in. And then I want to do a bit of research on some plants that will tolerate the heat in that room in summer. Like, it doesn't get super hot, but it does, like, it heats up very quickly, which can be shocking for the plants. So I want to do a bit of research and put some plants in there and all the rest of it. So just add a little bit of greenery to the house. And that gets a decent amount of sun. So, and it's quite bright during the day as well. Like, it's a bright room. Not overly bright, but it's bright enough. So that's sort of where I'm at. I'm just sort of taking a step back. I'm doing some sketches, layout of the thing, maybe thinking about it a bit more. Also want to be able to put stuff up on the wall, like some of my bigger diamond paintings, get them framed and, you know, get like maybe frost draggling up on the wall. I've got another one that I want to do from the same artist. So yeah, I know my Christmas one is going to go up in the lounge room, but that's only going to go up once a year. On that, because I'm going to get Brendan to, because he does welding and stuff, so I'm going to get him to make me a wardrobe rack that goes on the floor in the wardrobe, which means that I'll be able to slide the frames in there so they're not just flopping around anywhere. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with that, because I think that will be good, because I'll still be able to utilize my Christmas one without having to get it damaged or have it up all year round. So short of that, I'll just put a hook in the back of a door and it'll be in a cupboard but hung up on a hook. So, but when I talked about it a couple of months ago, it'll be longer than a couple of months ago, I think it was when I first started it, he was like, yeah, I can do that. So, and I've asked him for stuff in the past and he just builds it for me. So, yeah. So that'll make it nice and easy. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It's just to store stuff. I mean, I'd like it to be a little bit pretty so it's not, you know, rusting away with the stuff on it. But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular as such. Just needs to be functional. And it's inside a cupboard, so no one's really going to see it except for me. So yeah. Because, the plan of me moving over to the workshops, it has been sort of put on hold for a bit. So I may as well utilize the space I've got here. And then that way I can do all the things that I want to still do and have all the room that I need to have and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, my cross stitch too, I've got my frame sitting with this chair that I got, which looks like a throne, I might add. And it's really comfortable as well. I haven't stitched in it yet. I've only just set it up. But when I sat down in front of the frame, it felt really comfortable. So I'm going to pull a piece, one of my larger pieces out and set it up on there and then sit there and stitch for a session over the coming week. I haven't had time to do it just yet, but in the near future I'll probably do that. And especially now that winter's here, it's a little bit colder and stuff like that, I like to sit under a blanket and do some stitching. So if that works really well, then that frame will end up getting sat in the library and I'll be able to do some stitching in the library. I'm not going to be taking all my cross-stitch stuff into the library. It'll just be a project that'll sit on there, and I will do that. It'll probably just be like some sort of sampler. I do actually have a piece that would be perfect to be stitching in the library, and that is a chart that a friend sent to me, and it's about books. So, and then there's also another one. I've actually got three actually, that I can do that are library suited. So I might, if it's comfortable to sit in that chair with it, then I'll definitely set it up, and I'll just have those 3 charts in there. And I've got a little chest of drawers that's going to go under the window. So I'll be able to sit stuff in that's out of the way and not getting in anybody's way. So yeah. Alright, a little bit of grey. I forgot to show you the colour. That was like a dove blue, like a pale blue, like a cornflower blue is the word I'm looking for. And this is like a dove grey that I'm using, so you can see there. I keep forgetting to show you the colours. I will get better at it. I think after all this time, like I've been diamond painting since 2018. You think after all this time, and I've filmed a lot of it, I would be down with what I'm doing right now. So yeah. No, not so much. You know how it is. We just go with the flow here. So yeah. Well, that is actually a really good idea, just thinking about that, having those little stitchy projects that are revolved around libraries, because they are actually going to be going in the library. So I may as well stitch them there while I'm there. So there we go. Look at that. I'm getting some projects all ready to go, and I haven't even started yet. We've done a little bit, like we've got the bits and pieces we need, and we've done some this and that and the other, but nothing substantial at this point. Just sort of getting all our ducks in a row. Alright, is there any more X's up here that are under? Yep, there's one up there. I think that's it. Anything else is under plastic? No, one more. Almost missed it. Oh, see, got to scan. So yeah, I am super excited though, getting a designated diamond painting area. I think I will enjoy it. Like even just today to set up, I had to move a whole heap of stuff to set it up, and then I've got to pack it all away to bring the stuff. Like I had to move my keyboard, my mic, this, that, and the other, that. So like there's a lot of positive reasons to have it set up permanently. I know what desk I'm getting. It's got little drawers in it, and it's got little cups to put on my bits and pieces. It's got a little, and I'll also have, as I said, I'll have that bookshelf in there, so I'll be able to set my containers that have all the drills and everything in them. I'll be able to set them there, and easy access as well, so that makes a lot of sense for me to do that as well. So yeah, it's just a point of getting in there and just getting it done. Stop fluffing around and making excuses. I mean, obviously I cannot move the stuff if it's raining, and I cannot move the stuff on my own either. So there has been that. They're not really excuses. So, and then by the time like Brendan comes home, or Nerily comes home from work and whatnot, the last thing they want to do is start lifting stuff and that. So I'm a little, I sort of don't ask them. I'd rather wait until they've got a day off or something, or when Savannah's here, because Savannah's always up to help me and that. But the last couple times she's been here, as I said, it's been raining, and I can't take it out because it's made with that chipboard stuff, not chipboard, what are they called? Particle board. So as soon as water hits it, it just starts swelling. And I don't want to wreck what I've got, because I can still use it, So yeah. Anyway, it'll all work out, and you'll get to see it. I will definitely film all the bits and pieces of doing it and whatnot. I've taken like some stuff out, which is just surface stuff. I didn't film that. I thought that was pretty boring, but anyway, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, I'm not filming that. That's just ridiculous. So, yeah, once I start getting the big stuff out and whatnot, we'll, yeah, and when the desk comes and set up and all that sort of stuff, you'll get to see it all unfold. But it'll be good, as I said, it'll be good just to have a designated spot where I don't have to keep putting away. Like these small ones aren't so bad. It's pretty easy. I just put them into their little folder, and then I sit that up on the bench, and they sit next to a bookshelf, so they stand up, and they're good to go. But my bigger ones, like, that's when it comes painful. It's like, oh, really? Gonna unpack it and again, and it just doesn't motivate me to do anything. So yeah, there's that. But as I said, with a designated spot, that's going to make it so much easier, especially with the big ones, because I've got those Heaven and Earths that I want to do as well. And I'd like to be able to do some of my Diamond Art Club ones as well. There's just no room out here to do them, and it just becomes, I become frustrated with it. So I just rather not, and I'd rather wait until I've got the room to do it. And that's, so yeah, I'm sure you can understand if you're someone that wants to work on a big chart and only got a small area, how frustrating it can be. And the Heaven and Earth, I mean, God, they're huge. They're one of them's half the size of me. So yeah, I'm keen to do it, but I'm also daunted at the same time, because like it's huge. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to do the cat one first. I don't know. I might have to just flip a coin. Maybe that's what I need to do. Just flip a coin. And then that way it's left up to the fates to what I'm going to do. So yeah, I don't know. This is like a green, like not a grass green. Yeah, I'd go grass green maybe. Or a forest green. The number for it is 986 is the DMC number. So if you're a cross stitcher, you probably know what that looks like. Yeah, so I am a little bit daunted by the whole, and I think they're squares as well, so it's going to take me a while to do it. The Heaven and Earth one, if I can have that out, and I will probably get it done a bit quicker, but I probably will swap those ones out because it'll be easier just to roll up and put on the bookshelf, as opposed to having to roll it up, get it into the tube and all that sort of stuff, and then make sure that all the diamonds don't come off. Whereas if I can softly roll it, or even like, because that's Savannah's old bookshelf that I'm talking about, so she has pinned things into it, so I can always pin it, hang it up on the front of the bookshelf, and then I can swap that out with another one, and then that way it's not going to get, the diamonds aren't going to jump off or anything like that. You know, not that they jump off, but fall off is the word I'm looking for. Words today. So yeah. And as I was saying earlier, sometimes it's good just to sit here and run through things in my head, like have my thoughts like go just rolling off, and I come to conclusions and how it'll all work and all that sort of stuff. So like then I'm like, oh yeah, I could just use some, you know, a little voice, oh, you could put some pins and just hang it up, you know, and have, like, you put the pins in, you have the bulldog clips to hold it. And that, or you can just put the pins in the corner, like it's not going to hurt it because that's going to be under the frame anyway. So yeah, so that would work, and it'd make it super easy to pull in and out. So I could have 2 large pieces on the go and that. But to be honest, I think I like the idea of just sitting down and just doing the height and just doing a little section at a time, you know, and do it like I've done this. I just pull a little section off and just go for it. That one I will probably use like the cover ones, and just cut them down so they're a little bit smaller. I'll probably cut them in 4s because they're quite big. They're like 2 photos, standard photo size together, so whatever size that makes. But if I cut them into 4, then they're smaller. Because I've got them here, I'm not going to go and buy smaller ones when I can just cut these down. And I'll just have I'll make myself a little folder that I can just slip them in, that has a little bit of like clear vinyl on it, and I can just slip them in, and then that way, and fold it like a little passport folder is what I'm trying to say. And then that way they'll stay dust free and I'll be able to use them for the next one. To be honest, I think these will probably be the only 2 heights that I'll ever get. So yeah, I might as well utilize what I have. And yeah, I think they'll take me a long time. And of course, you know, like if I film or anything like that, I'll mix it up with some filming. But, you know, that would make a good series of me working on my Hade until it's done. I think it took, Gail did one, Which Way, and I'm pretty sure that took her 6 months to do, 6 or 8 months to do. I don't think she worked on it exclusively though. So, I mean, this is what, an hour, like getting a small section like that done in an hour. You know, you do 7 of those a week. That's you know, that's a fair chunk of change. But these, like, once you get into the rhythm of things, it goes pretty quick. I find, personally, I find they go pretty quick, but I just have to be careful not to damage my arm, like make sure that I stretch out and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's amazing how quick you can damage yourself if you're not careful, hey? But it is feeling a lot better, my arm, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay, get on there. Didn't want to get on there then. More K's up there. And of course, you know, the desk changes. Like right now, I can feel that I'm trying to make myself sit up straight, but I can feel that every now and again I start to slouch. So I think having the architecture desk, the drafting table, is going to make a big difference, because it moves, like you've got that option to move it to whatever you need it to be. So yeah, I'm excited. I am excited, that's for sure. That was just a dove grey. I missed some of the X's up here, as per usual. Always miss something. No, that's under plastic, so I'll stick there. Alright, the other ones are all under plastic. Alright, very good. That was that one. I think that was a dropped one, actually. Oh, like that one just there. I think it's cute. I think it's turned out really well. Like, I was quite surprised. Like, when I got it, I'm like, it looks a little bit pixelated and whatnot, but I'm, yeah, digging it. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. I'll be happier when it's finished, because then I can start another one. I've got a heap pulled out. I'll probably start the coffee ones next. I think will probably be where I go. Oh, there's a bit of plastic there. That's not supposed to be there, but anyway. Still connected. Yeah, so I think I'll do the coffee ones next, because they're only 30 by 30, I want to say. So they're not going to take very long to do. And it's also less stuff that I've got to move into into the other room as well. So I reckon probably by August, because I've got some stuff on, I reckon by August or maybe July I might be in there. But definitely at some stage in August I will be in there. I don't think the room needs to be painted, and even when I do go to paint it, it's not going to be that long to paint it, because it's like, it's one wall's got a window on it, and then the other walls are only really thin because there's a doorway in the other one, and then you've just got the two side walls, so there's not a lot of painting area, so it's not going to take long at all. And there's probably maybe an hour in doing the skirts and the door frame. That's it. So it's not going to take me long at all to do that. So it'll be like it'll be a day on that, because it'll be get all the stuff out, clean all the walls, wipe them all down, make sure that sugar soap them if I need to, sand anywhere where I need to, fix any holes that might be there that I didn't know were there, because, you know, the kids have hit it. I don't think there's any holes in the walls there. Actually, I think there's one. Or did I fix that already? There was once I dropped something when we were building a bed and it hit the wall. I'm pretty sure we fixed it though. Straight away. Generally, if we do something like that, we just fix it straight away. We don't wait, because otherwise it never gets done. So, was that in Mia's room? I think that was in Mia's room, actually. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I move all the cupboards and stuff, right? So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to have the table. Like, I have to get the measurements for it and measure out the room once everything's out. But I don't think I'm going to have I was originally going to have the table at the window. But I thought about that with the sun coming in might do something to the glue. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do there. I am going to get some wooden Venetians and put in there, because they'll block the sun out in the morning. That will come in if I put the desk on the wall. Either way, I can always have those blinds up, and that'll insulate a lot of it as well. So I just have to get all the measurements and stuff like that. Once I've got all the measurements, I'll be able to see where it's going to go and whatnot. And if I might even have enough room in there to actually just like have a little corner, like a little chair or whatever, and I can sit in there and read if I want to, or, you know, do a whip and chat but like a show and tell whip and chat where we're talking about what whips I've worked on and all that sort of stuff. Because there's sometimes you don't see some of the finished stuff until like the end of the year, when I do the end of year thing. So, you know, if I've got a lot to show, then I can always do like a little, you know, this is what I've done, this is what it is, this is where I got it, like a little show, like a whip parade or whatever you want to call them. But they're not really whips, they're a finish parade. So yeah. You know, I could always set the computer up in there and do a little bit of diamond painting shopping and have a nice little chair, like just a little one-seater thing. That's sitting there. I think that'd be quite nice. 22. Just see another Z? No, it was just the one. Okay, tripping out there. Alright, when do we finish this? Which is good. T is 12. So like a little powder blue. So 22, get that back in there. So it is all exciting. It's just now trying to execute it and get it done. And, you know, when you've got to rely on other people, sometimes it just doesn't happen for you and whatnot. So I have to make friends with that because I work here, whereas everybody else works outside of the house. So it makes it a little bit tricky at times, but to get, like, big things done. But I have a plan. That's all that matters. I've just got to execute that plan now. 21, which is like a salmon pink. We're almost done. Look at that. That didn't take long at all, did it? Be good if I can do a Hade this quick. Wait, just a little section. Be alright, wouldn't it? We'd be all smashing out a Heaven and Earth design. I probably should say Heaven and Earth design because a lot of people probably are watching this and go, what the hell is a Hade? So Heaven and Earth design gets shortened down to Hade. It is a cross-stitch, predominantly cross-stitch website called Heaven and Earth Designs, and everything on there is a cross-stitch. Except for their diamond painting section. They have a small section. They don't sell drills as such, they sell charts. So you have to go to another place, which they supply the companies that they use. And I have purchased from both of them, and they are fabulous. They are quick. They're easy to communicate with. The drills look nice and whatnot. I haven't done anything with those drills yet. I haven't used them, so I don't 100% know. But from what I can see, they look really good, which is always a bonus. And they were quick to send them out too. I think my drills actually arrived before one of my charts, because one of my charts got caught up in at customs, so that's always a bit of a pain. But that was just, obviously they were having a blitz that time, and lucky me, ended up with my chart getting caught up in the little blitz that they were having. Alright, we have one more thing to do down here. Let me get that out of the way, which is 14. I try sometimes to just get one out at a time. It's just easier to stick it in the tray. Dear me. Number 7, which is like a Christmas red. What else do we need? A U, which is number 9. Just like a orange. That is 741. That's like a tangerine orange. It's quite a common orange that gets used in Halloween pieces for cross stitch. Next colour is 11, which is like a brown sort of colour, like a dark caramel, milk chocolate perhaps. No, dark caramel. I reckon it's a dark caramel. And that colour is 780 on the DMC chart. Colours. Oh, I missed a couple of ends there and a D. Alright, let's get that 7 out. Yeah, D. I did say D. This is a Christmas red again. And so, yeah. Oops, that was on the C. Move that over. So the central is going to be all that colour, which is good. What did I say? D is number 4, which is a little bit darker. Like this is like a deep fuchsia, I guess you would say D is. But when it goes up against that red, it looks more red, so it picks up on the highlights there. I need P, which is 17. Where are we? There we are. That's like another orange. That is a 946. So that's just coming down into there. And right, I need number 6, which is the Dove Grey again, because I've missed a couple more V's. So let me get those under some drills. There it is. Alright. And we need our C, which is 20, which is like a salmon colour, a little bit darker salmon colour than the other one we used, which blends really nicely in with the red, that Christmas red. Come on, here you come. It's quite weird. Like you look at the colours on their own, you think, oh my god, that's not going to go. But then you put it down, and you're like, oh, okay, that is going to go. We're using our white here, which is actually a 3865. So it's not stark white. It's more like a little bit of a off-white. But when it goes up against other colours, it becomes brighter, if that makes sense. That's all I need. Just the one? Yeah. Oh, it was 2 J's I needed. Ah. Look at that. I thought I was going to get away with not doing that today, but no such luck. We still had a spillage. I think it's just about every video I do spillage. Oh, there goes Narrowly. She's heading off to do her thing. Alright, J. Last two, which is 10, which is that soft, like baby yellow. It is. It's like a really soft pale, maybe a pale lemon, perhaps. And that is, the colour for that is 745 from DMC. Alright. There we go. And that, my friends, is my video for today. So if you like, make sure that you hit the like button down below if you're new here and you've yet to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're looking for some extra content apart from diamond painting, we also have our Patreon where we have some sewing tutorials, bag tutorials, and all other stuff, and you get early access to all my videos. Head on over there and check out all the tiers. And as always, I hope you get lots of diamond painting in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.